today's lecture, we will work out some problems on solution of algebraic and transcendental equations using iteration method. Let the given equation be x cube minus 5x plus 1 is equal to 0. Write it as a function. Let f of x is equal to x cube minus 5x plus 1. Find 2 points a and b such that f of a and f of b are of opposite signs. I am considering a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3. For a is equal to 2, it is 8 minus 10 plus 1, means it is a negative value, minus 1 is less than 0. For b is equal to 3, it is 27 minus 15 plus 1 means 13, which is a positive value. Since f of 2 and f of 3 are of opposite signs, the root lies in between 2 and 3. So let us express the given equation as x is equal to some function like this, that is x cube is equal to 5x minus 1 and x is equal to 5x minus 1 whole to the power of 1 by 3. Now take g of x as this function, that is 5x minus 1 whole to the power of 1 by 3. Now calculate mod g dash of x, that is equal to 1 by 3 into 5x minus 1 whole to the power of 1 by 3 minus 1 means minus 2 by 3. And derivative of 5x minus 1 is 5. So that is equal to 5 by 3 into 5x minus 1 whole to the power of minus 2 by 3. Now we will verify whether modulus of g dash of x is less than 1 at our initial approximation. We will take an initial approximation in between 2 and 3. You can take any value in between 2 and 3 such that modulus of g dash of x is less than 1. I am verifying modulus of g dash of x at 2.5. So to calculate this one, enter g dash of x function in our calculator like this. So opening the bracket, enter 5 divided by 3, 5 divided by 3, enter 5 alpha closed bracket gives x minus 1 cap, open the bracket, and enter minus 2 divided by 3. So after that enter cal c. It asks for x question mark. You can give the value of x in between 2 and 3. I am giving 2.5, but you can verify for 2.1. If it is satisfies less than 1, you can begin with x naught is equal to 2.1. So in this problem I am verified with the 2.5. It is 0.3271. You can verify with the 2.1. If it is less than 1, you can begin with the x naught is equal to 2.1. So in this problem I am verified for 2.5. It is less than 1. So g of x is equal to 5x minus 1 whole to the power of 1 by 3 is a useful function for iteration method with the initial value 2.5. So my iteration formula is xn plus 1 is equal to g of xn. So to calculate x1, I will calculate g of x naught. To find x2, I will calculate g of x1. To calculate x3, I will calculate g of x2. So to calculate all these values, I will enter g of x in calculator by entering bracket open 5 alpha closed bracket gives x minus 1 close the bracket cap, open the bracket, 1 divided by 3. So to enter the rational number in power, enter cap and enter the power rational number in bracket. So once it is done, enter cal c. It asks for x question mark. If I give the value of x is 2.5, it gives x1 as 2.2571. And again cal c, if I am giving the value of x as 2.2571, it gives 2.1747. Again I will press cal c. It asks x. I will give a 2.1453. It gives 2.1346. And continuing in this process, I will get 2 successive approximations are equal at a x 10th approximation. that is 2.1284, and x9 is 2.1284. Since these two successive approximations are equal, we stop the procedure, and the root of the equation is 2.1284. And we will discuss a transcendental equation. Consider the transcendental equation e power x cos x is equal to 1. Let f of x is equal to e power x cos x minus 1. Since we are dealing with the trigonometry functions, our calculator mode will be in radians mode. So when trigonometry functions are there, change the calculator mode from degrees to radians. So entering this function in calculator, I am verifying for 1 and 2. To enter the function in calculator, enter E. To enter E, press alpha and ln. Alpha and ln gives E cap x. For x you have to enter alpha closed bracket and cos x minus 1. So it asks the press calc, it asks the value of x. So verify for 0. If it is 0, it satisfies the equation, that is 0 is the root of the equation. We will verify another root. I will give 1, it is positive. I will give 2, it is a negative. So that means f of 1 and f of 2 are of opposite signs. The root lies in between 1 and 2. So to use the iteration method, I will express the given function as x is equal to some function. So consider e power x cos x is equal to 1. I am writing e power x is equal to 1 by cos x. So taking logarithm on both sides, log e power x is equal to log of 1 by cos x. That implies x is equal to, so log e power x is nothing but x is equal to log of 1 by cos x. So since it is in the form of x is equal to g of x, I will take it as g of x, that is equal to log of 1 by cos x. Now I will calculate the differentiation of g of x. That means g dash of x is equal to log of 1 by cos x. Log x derivative is 1 by x. That means 1 by cos x means cos x. And 1 by x derivative is minus 1 by x square. Minus 1 by x square means cos square x. Differentiating cos x, it is minus sin x. So 1 cos x will be cancelled, and minus of minus plus sin x by cos x means tan x. So my g dash of x is tan x. But for tan x, for any value in between 1 and 2, it is never less than 1. So this g of x is not useful to me to continue in iteration method. So that's why I will express the given equation in another form, that is consider e power x cos x is equal to 1. That implies cos x is equal to, taking e power x to right hand side, it becomes e power minus x. That implies x is equal to, take cos to the right hand side, it gives cos inverse of e power minus x. So now take this function as g of x, that is g of x is equal to cos inverse of e power minus x. Now calculate g dash of x, that is equal to cos inverse x derivative is minus 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. X square means e power minus x whole square, that is e power minus 2x. And derivative of e power minus x is minus e power minus x. Simplifying, you will get e power minus x by square root of 1 minus e power minus 2x. Now I will verify whether the value modulus of g dash of x is less than 1 or not, in between 1 and 2. So consider, enter this function in calculator and give the value of x as 1.5. It gives 0.2289. Since it is less than 1, I will continue with my g of x as cos inverse of e power minus x with the initial approximation 1.5. So what is the iteration formula? Xn plus 1 is equal to g of xn. So in this function, so to enter this function, I will enter, for cos inverse, I will enter a shift cos, it gives a cos inverse, okay, and brackets open, alpha ln. So it gives e cap minus alpha closed bracket gives e power minus x. So after that I will enter cal c, it also x question mark. So initially I will give x value as 1.5, it gives 1.3457. Again I will press cal c and I will enter the value of x as 1.3457, it gives 1.3074. Continuing in this process, I will reach at x7 and x8. The two successive approximations are equal, so I will stop the procedure and I will conclude the root of the equation is 1.2926. Thank you very much.